All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you guys for watching. And hopefully, those reports mixed up with philosophy, spirituality, psychology, they're helping you out in your life. I appreciate everyone who's watching, sharing, comment, likes, subscribes, and so on and so on. A little bit interesting within the energies, guys, for it. It's kind of like a two energies coming up and mixed for the talk, the plan. You're gonna be seeing it that it's coming. That is gonna be the moon coming in together with Mercury at Sag. That is a one of the planning comes in. That is a one of the inspirations is coming in. Don't forget about it that in Sag, there it's all that planning. It's done. That is about all the arts. But within all the arts in there is the art to be at the path of life. So, what I mean about the path of life in there, under the Sag, that is all the architects is in there, all the financial planning isn't there, all the this engineering ingenuity, scene inspirations that it's coming from all over the place, which is Sag is the part of putting kind of like everything in one place, and you are able to determine what is great, what is good, and what is not. Uh, Beautiful energy because Sag, they love to talk, okay? But that is it about the talks. The talks is about those communications, those proper ways. And since the Mercury and the Moon, they're gonna be have these beautiful trines the whole day with Neptune and the boat with the North Node in there. That is about the road. But what is going to be the path of the road? I'm giving you some, this kind of like a path of life, guys. And the path of life, it is about when you begin to create the road. But sometimes with the creations of the road in there, you don't have directions, okay? You have to go forward with never has been done before. And some of those breaking up of patterns is going to coming out, and as the moon is going to be crossing together with Mercury at Sag in there, she isn't going to be in a way towards Venus. What is it, Venus? Venus is about love and money. That is also the part of the survival in there. And since Venus currently right now doesn't feel secure, why? One of the reasons the Venus doesn't feel secure, and that insecurity actually is going to be increasing in the next few days in there. But it's going to be like, I need to grow, I need to get there. Venus is only going to be squaring Saturn in a few days. So it's going to be feel like installations out of the love, the things doesn't work, and so forth, because of what? You can talk, but you can't walk when you talk. So, what I mean by that is a lot of the people are talking, but they're not doing actions, isn't there? And this is why Venus right now is gonna be kind of like a fed up with this talk. Let's do something. Let's create something. And when at the moon, it's gonna be meeting tomorrow. Venus in there is gonna be preparing. It's like, okay, let me learn what I need to do. Let's me getting what I need to do. As that energy is going in there, guys. For Here it's another energy that you're gonna be seeing at this Mars up here. Let me see. I'm pointing out a little bit. There is this Mars here sitting into the nature, look at it in there. What is going to be the best for me? What is going to be the greatest for me? For And with that energies in there, he is looking at that. Can I look at this big town, or I can see what is behind there? Can I see the universe behind? Can I let the universe shows me where is my proper place to be? What is that it's coming from is that path of life in there that it's going to come out. It's because right now we have the sun, it's trining Saturn, it's looking for that wisdom. But the moon and Mercury, it's about communicating with the North Node and Neptune is a trines with Mars. Tomorrow, Mars is going to be ready to get into Leo. A lot of these transformations processes, you're going to be able to see it. Some of the people from the big towns, they're going to be like, I'm fed up with these corporate ladders, I'm fed up with all this talk about money and pushing people and screwing up people and so forth and so forth. I want to ban all this, and I want to use a different environment, going into environment, back into somewhere else, have a peace, and so on and so forth. While the people who have this peace and they don't, they want to be more proactive, they're going to be actually moving into the town in there and go for it. So this is kind of like this duality energies that it's going to come out with this Sag in there. And some of you is going to be seeing it this, you taking it the path. But can you imagine that you're going to be creating a balance between universe, this town, this kind of like environment that it's there, and the peace with the mother nature? Can you be able to create something new? Or can you find the spot in there? And who knows your spot? It is the universe. And that new path of life in there, which is the North Node currently, is a self-creations. You need to learn how to self-create your path. Hard for this because you haven't been experienced this before. You wanted someone always giving you advice, someone always giving you directions, something always was there next to you to give you directions. But when you are grown up, spirituality, when you get up into this level, somebody has to hold your hand. You're not a child anymore, right? And this is going to be that energies, as you're going to be seeing it in a few days, when a little bit before we are going to have this full moon in there. The moon is collecting the informations of what the areas of concerns they have to be. As Pluto is exiting Capricorn, it's the last thing to understand. Talk is talk, but you need to walk the walk. Basically, you need to walk in the path, not just talking in the path, not talking about the path, not just look at it in that path. You need to cross that line of walking in there and keep on walking. You may stop, you may rest, but keep on walking. So with this energy, that's how it's going to coming out in the morning. You're going to be feeling it, those energies there. At 8 o'clock, the midheaven at Virgo is going to be opposing Saturn, and that kind of like an energy is going to be like, what kind of wisdom am I opposing? But with understanding, it's like, oh, I don't have to oppose this wisdom. The wisdom is helpful for me. Let me learn things. That energy is going to coming out of the inner work, is going to coming out to the authority, and the authority is like, let me listen to wisdom. Let me find this logic. Let me put this into perspective. Okay? Don't forget, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury right now, it's in Sag. So this kind of like energies in there is going to create this dualities. Is it good? Is it not good? Let me check out. Let me confirm. Let me getting into this. Is this is good for me? Is not good for me? Is that is quality of lifestyle, and so on and so on. You know that Sag is also has a lot to do with publicity and the VIPs. Okay, the people who like to be very important personalities out within. Okay, that expressions in there. But what are you going to be expressing within yourself? That is going to be determined of the level of the quality of your personal understanding. So with this energy that it's connecting particularly with Neptune and Mars in there, Mars is going to be seeking the intuition in there. So those two kind of like an energies going to be comes in and pack themselves out within you. And these divine energies, they're coming from Chiron and towards the ascendant, they're going to be showing up like there is something you need to see there. You need to grow in there. The next hour is going to be that energies, particularly with the moon and Mercury. You see this powerful energy that it comes in right now. Everything, it's kind of like messages coming in, numbers are coming in, people are talking to you, and so forth and so forth. But that energy is opposing Mercury. Okay, we're talking about this energy of Uranus is opposing Mercury. If you don't get something, repeat. If the people don't understand you, repeat. Okay, it's all about these material situations, because currently the material situations are ruled by Uranus and Taurus. We need to fix this material world one way or another. You try one thing, you see cannot do it, then is another option comes out. If you try the plant A, it doesn't work, you go to plan B. If plan B doesn't work, you create plan C. The universe will adjust you and kind of like flex you until you get to the plan that's going to be working effortless. So a lot of those energies are going to be talking to you. They're going to be perfect. If you are at work and you're talking about something that is going to be in there, I know it's going to be a Sunday, but some of you is going to be talking about work no matter what in there, or the inner work that you need to do within yourself. Be mindful, those are a very good moments of the ideas. But only ideas without backing up with investigating and going through it, it's not going to work. And this is why some of the Sagittarius are failing in there, because it has this naivety without okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and so forth, and you put something, and then it's like, well, I did not know about this, I didn't know about that, and so forth and so forth. This is why Capricorn, it is the highest level of Sag. It's like, okay, let's see this plan, let's investigate it, let's get all those truths, let's get all that in there. This is why Capricorn is the professional. You take the next things to a professional levels. All right. Talking about the next hour, 10 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be with the dark moon Lilith in there. There is divine energies with Saturn. Beautiful time in a way with the sun in there, because they are both looking at in this perspective about relationships. Okay, past relationship, I said that before, they're going to help you out. How? By finding the mistakes from the past relationships, by doing it something completely new. Don't be so much within that but those energies, they're coming to helping you out. Okay, they're coming to helping you out. All right, the next hour, the ascendant is still at Sag, pretty much together with Venus. You're going to see these energies of this conflict between Jupiter and Venus. Currently, they are in absolute oppositions. They are at the 20 degrees in there and this is kind of like a lack of growth. Well, go investigate why you don't grow, why you don't mature, why you don't act like a mature personality. If you don't know something about maturity, go learn it. Now it's a good time to learn it. And this is what the moon is going to be actually seeking it in there. I need to mature, I need to grow, I need to understand, I need to put my act together, I need to put my behavior together. And this is how the intuition is telling you what everything that is going on within you. And that is going to be this new path of life that's going to emerge. Okay? As you have a lot of issues, a lot of problems, things is going to be what? Emerge. You put the seed and you watch it. How that's going to come. All right. 12 o'clock. That is the time with their authority. Their authority is seeking the wisdom from Saturn. Okay? Like it or not, you're seeking those wisdom. You want to have this consciousness revisions within yourself. The best thing that you can do is acknowledge your own things that you do not know. Okay? Because with that moon that is out there with the Sag, some of the people, they're going to be like, oh yeah, I know all this and I know all that, and so forth and so forth. And that is going to be filling these oppositions with Uranus. Uranus is going to say, you don't know that really for sure. Go seek it. Go look at it. Okay. Saturn, it is about retrograde. He tells you, go back and review this. You missed something. Okay. So with these energies they're coming for, there is no more restriction from Venus. You are going to be seeing it. Those restrictions are not there anymore. You're going to be feel like, oh my God, finally the love is released. It has to be grow. It has to mature. And you're going to be seeing that energies a little bit more tomorrow about these positions. All right, 1 o'clock. The ascendant is with Pluto opposing Mars, and the midheaven is with Mercury opposing Uranus. Personal planets. Oh my God. So what happens is the transformations comes in to transform Mars. So basically the incoming energies that you're going to see, they're going to be affecting Mars right here. So seeing that the energy is going to be entering from the ascendant, and it's going to be acting on the descendant in there, while the inner work that it's going to comes in from Mercury, and it's going to be heading out towards Uranus. So if you put pressure on the universe, you put there with the situations within the universe, things is not going to come. But with the inner work that you do together with the moon, that energy is going to go to Mars, and from Mars it's going to be going into Neptune, and Neptune is sextiling Mars. Mars is sextile Uranus as well. So these masculine energies that I show you this picture, guys, in there with that masculine up front, that he was looking at the mother nature behind it, that puts these creations in there. He sees what it was created. He's looking at the creations of the universe, and now he sees where he is belong to. Okay, some of you is going to be finding that energy and what needs to be changed, what it needs to be transformed, and so forth from that point. All right, the next hour, the midheaven is going to be pretty close to Venus. That's going to be squaring Saturn and opposing Jupiter. That energy is really, really, really kind of like interesting. Remind you about that positions, but this, but that, or so forth and so forth. You need to understand that the ascendant that it's coming from Aquarius is going to be coming, and it says like, here is the truth. You need to grow. You need to grow within the new energies. That's it. The new has to comes in. It's the same thing. All right, let me get you back 20 years ago. What was the cell phone look like? You had that big giant thing where you pulled the antenna and you holding it in here. Those gray phones, the first cell phones, Motorola, they're big. And you had to flip it to put the microphone, and they were very in there. There was no smartphones, but you learn it through the smartphones how to operate in the new. It's the same thing, but this time you're not working on a cell phone. You're not studying cell phone. You study yourself, and you study the society, how the behavior and the new energies, the new paths that emerging right now within the society, needing the change to evolve. All right, next hour, the midheaven still over at the end of Sag. That's gonna be when Venus is gonna get there. It's gonna be these divine energies with Mars. Beautiful time, because Uranus is gonna be coming in with Mars together to give that love into Venus. You're gonna see it in about 2 days there, when the moon is gonna be there. You're gonna feel that energy. That energy is gonna come out like, relax, learn it at this. The intuition is gonna tell you, have the patience. Let these things to come from within. Venus is gonna be squaring Neptune. That can create a lot of dualities in there. She's gonna be felt alone, but with that divine energies, they're gonna be coming in from Uranus and Mars. Things is gonna get a little bit better, because you both feminine and masculine energies, they're gonna come together under this divine guidance. You're gonna be seeing it. That is gonna be the inspirations from the soul. okay? But you have to wait few days, okay? Don't act prematurely on some of those intense energies as they comes in, because you're gonna be seeing it like a foggy situations, okay? All right, next hour it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Ascendant goes into Taurus. The material situations right now, this is squaring Mars and squaring Pluto. Kind of like the material situations within the 3D doesn't look very well. Yeah, but through talking communications, you understand them. They are part of this divine conflict. The divine wants to resolve this, and it happens here with this planning, okay? It says this energy cannot go, so I have to look into the divine. And what is the divine set? Plan. Okay? If the universe comes to you and gives you this kind of like a magazine, it says like, I want you to pick your house. What are you going to pick? I want you to pick it up the place. I want you to pick it up the work. I want you to pick it up what you want to have. And then you put this in perspective within yourself. And then the universe says like, okay, can you be able to do it? Can you be able to achieve it? And when the people start doing it, they're seeing it and they're facing challenges. When they overcome the challenges, they succeed to that goal. They're executing the plan, okay? But when you face the challenges and you back that up, what's happening there? And this is why the strength that it's going to come in is going to come in from Mars. Okay, he's going to be pushed. But don't be over pushed, and be mindful about the energies that's going to come in about this. I talk, but I don't walk. Because some of you is going to be like, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and so forth and so forth. I can tell you what the ratio about this is. 95% of the people making a plans, 55% of the people, they never started those plans. 40% of these people, they starting on the plans and they fell off because they cannot sustain the power of changes and overcoming the challenges. 5%, they're getting there, they don't execute it for full. There's gonna be this 5% in there that they're gonna achieve it, and there's gonna be a 1% out of that they're gonna be go over beyond in there because they did that inner work. And it is about you, okay? It is about you. All right, 5 p.m. This is that energy of change. If you're seeing it, that powerful change, that path, who's going to show you? The universe. He's been doing this on a daily basis. When the ascendant or the midheaven is there, he's been giving you these nuggets. It's like, I give you something, go back and review it. I set a plan, go back and re-see it, redo it. But right now, you won't be able to see it. This is kind of like a miscommunication situations in there because of that oppositions of Mercury and the Moon. Because the universe, it's bring that in there. It's the same thing as that picture that I showed you before with the man. He sees the town, but he sees the universe is on the other side. And what are you going to choose? The universe? The town? Or are you going to be looking at that energies as the way you're currently right now? Where are you going to go? And with those intense energies, that's what Mars is. He's looking to that transformation processes in there. And those transformations processes, they're going to be set the path for the new life. So on the base of your level of transformation, as the midheaven and Pluto are there for it, you're going to see it. See what you have to do. Okay? All right. Next hour, 6 p.m. The ascendant is going to be with Jupiter, and that's going to be opposing Venus. That energy is in there is going to be feel these limitations from within. Okay? Lack of the growth, but I'm not growing, I'm not doing. Heal what you don't do, see how I can do it. And with the energies between Jupiter and Chiron, it is the path of, okay, why can I do it? I have a wound, or I have emotions, or I have immaturity, or I didn't understand, I don't have knowledge, I'm not inspired, I don't feel in it. Why? When you find the why, okay, you will understand what and how you need to change this. As the midheaven in there is with Lilith, and with the ascendant in there, you're going to be finding these little fine lines of, I see it, I can create it, I see this new path. Okay, because you need to remember, before every road there was nothing in there. There was only a land, there was a trees, there is a stones. Somebody made that path. It's the same thing with you. If there is nothing in front of you from your life, you gotta be happy, because life is giving you that path. You're creating something that you leave behind. It's the same thing as the previous generations. They made us roads that we are walking right now, that we are moving into that we do all these energies of life from the previous generation. All right, 7 p.m. The ascendant is at Cancer, divine energies from Pluto and the moon. Powerful things about family. Family values matter, okay? Because everything that you do as a family values can be expressed within the society, the same house we all living here on Earth. So this kind of like a divine energies, and particularly the divine energies, they're going to be coming from Aquarius towards Mars, who is ready, really ready to go and jump over to Leo. You're going to be seeing these transitions within yourself. It's kind of like I'm holding myself, then it's going to move and they're into Leo, and you're going to be seeing it tomorrow. That energies is going to become in like all of a sudden you're going to be taking off, but you're taking off because you already make the plan. But you be mindful about making it the plan and being naive, okay? Because that's kind of like an energy of being naive in there. It got you into problems the last time, okay? All right, next hour, 8 p.m., very powerful energies with Saturn. A lot of has to do with the sun and all this Lilith's energies towards Saturn. That naivety in there for it got you into situations and so forth. But as the moon goes forward, she's squaring Saturn. She begins to learn what Venus experienced for real. This is kind of like the empath understand the wounds of love. And during that transition overnight, in particular, we're talking about tomorrow, that energy is going to be really affecting you. Okay, so overnight you may be experiencing energies, dreams, and situations of why I'm limited in there. What is my emotions so limited in there? Because if you understand your emotions, it turns to an energy. The energy turns to a knowledge. Knowledge, it's turning to a wisdom. Okay, so seeking that within you is going to be very helpful. All right, 9 p.m. Ascendant is with Mars. Powerful moments, but you need to end something. Midheaven, it's going to be at the end of Pisces in there. That is going to be this subconscious patterns in there of having a doubts. Okay, Neptune, it is retrograde in there. That kind of like energy is like I need to leave this stinking thinking behind, and I need to do something completely new. that energy is going to begin to change for as we are in a few days. We're going to be having the midheaven. It's going to begin to that hour. It's going to begin to be going more towards areas and more connecting into the North Node. So we are going to be experiencing a very powerful moment. You may going to experiencing that kind of like an energy between 9:15 and 9:30. Pay attention into these energies because they are going to be kind of like guiding you as that wisdom is going to come towards your own self. All right, 10 o'clock p.m. The midheaven is going to be between the North Node and Chiron, opposing that Lilith. Yeah, you have to oppose the darkness within yourself. You have to oppose that actions of you and the relationship to be mean. Why would you mean in a relationship? Is that anything positive comes in? No. And this is one of the wisdom that is going to come into you, that you will understand that when you're making a plans, when you have this talk and you set the things as in life, you're going to be looking for what? Quality talk, peaceful talk. Okay. You don't want to do anything that it's involving nervousness, impatience, aggravations. You're like, I'm done with that. If you were starting to argue and I have this energies about this right now, time out, we're done. And this is how some of you is going to determine certain things in there. Okay? But this also kind of like an energies. If you trying to do something right now and cause you the intensity and aggravations and it's not that road, what is that telling you? The universe telling you, don't go that route. Okay? Don't go that route. And here is at 11 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at Taurus, is about this material worlds. Yes, you're going to be dealing with the material world. You have to deal with the material world. You have to perform the material world. You may know everything, kind of spirituality, philosophy, and so on and so on. You don't do that work. Sorry, you don't know nothing about it. You don't perform. What did you learn about it? You're wasting your time. So as Taurus is looking at that energies towards Mercury, it is about, okay, it's not about show off. We talk, you only show up. Can you show up? And this is kind of like an energy of showing up. We are going to be seeing it in about 3 days. But right now you're realizing that only talk cannot do the work. But you need to talk. You need to make the plans of what you're going to achieve with that new path of life you are creating for your own self. And with this has been said up here, guys, I want to give you some kind of like a heads up. This is what's going to be tomorrow at 11 o'clock. The moon and Venus, they're going to be together. And this is going to be interesting energies because that is going to be squaring Neptune up here, but it's going to be opposing Jupiter. You're going to be finding that out, those emotions, that love, this power about money and ability, what I need to do. But if you are operating within the proper energies with the healed patterns, you're going to be able to take that energies through Chiron, and that energy is going to be arriving Jupiter. Basically, you're going to be figuring it out. What do you need to do in order to grow? To grow where? In the new path of life. What you're going to be achieving when you're walking in that path of life. Okay? What do you want to have on that road? What are you going to be achieving at the end of the road of your life? So this is going to be some very interesting proper energies, because in the next day, as we're talking about those energies, the moon is going to be here at Capricorn. And she's going to be like, well, show it to me. I want to see it. Okay? We have this inner work that it's going to be with Mercury, and the moon is going to be trining. The inner work is going to say, okay, what happened as we talk? And here how you promise to yourself in there, and it have to be these 4 agreements with yourself. You promise something, you do it. Promise something, you do it. But promise to yourself. Okay? First, it's promise to yourself and based your abilities and capabilities. And as the moon is going to be going out in there, a few days later, okay, she's going to be meeting who? She's going to be meeting Pluto. It's going to be challenging that actions in there. And here is how those energies is going to begin to be a little bit more challenging, because they are going to be Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius energies coming up. Okay, so seeing at that positions, you gotta be mindful about this. So this is, if you create this plan within a based on privations, actions, and so forth, that energies on the 7th of November, it's gonna turn out very bad. This is why right now you want to make a plans in a peaceful state of mind. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I wish you good luck, and if you have any suggestions, any comments, or any personal needs, please send us an email below or put some comments below the video. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully this video help you out, and I will see you the next time. Be loved, guys.